Hey guys, good morning. Chris here. I'm going to share with you some information I found about my backyard garden solar generator, which runs my pond pumps. And hopefully this helps out the next guy who wants to do a project like this. So I had a pump that lasted all season. I went down to Walmart and got this Shoreline pump, threw it in, wired it up, and it pumped pretty good for about 2 weeks, and then it just died. I think I got this for around 18 bucks at Walmart. And I said, well, I'm going to go back to what I had in there before. And I have another one in my other pump. And let me reach down here in the water, and I'll show you what I went with. And I got this online, and I'll leave a link in the description below. But this is a Rule ignition protected bilge pump. Got a wire screen on there with a little tie on there, beetle tie. In a second here I'll show you how I got it wired up. And what I used is adhesive butt connectors and then some adhesive heat shrink tubing over it. Works great. Works absolutely great. So this one's working good now. And things pumping very, very well. Now let's go over here and talk a little bit about this solar generator. And I've been playing around with some mods. And trust me, I know that PWM is not as good as MPPT, but I tried out two of my other MPPT solar chargers and worked pretty darn good compared to this PWM. But the problem I'm having with this Hompie 30 amp PWM solar charge controller, see my voltage is low there, is that it could be producing a lot better power. But one thing I do like about this, and I'll show you here in a second, is how the load works. This wire's on the right side. But let's go through some of the screens. It says it's running at 12.8, but it's not. Current is about 1.3 coming in. No load because there isn't enough voltage there to turn on the load. Now I'm going to hold this button down. And this goes into the menus. 12 volts is where it kicks off. Battery low. 12.6 is when it switches on. 14.8 is the bulk. That's what it takes the battery up to before it goes into absorb and stuff. Love the way that works, except the 12 volts, it won't go any higher than 12 volts for cutoff. It's one thing I don't like about it, but it works just like a voltage sensing switch. And the two MPPTs that I threw in there won't do that. It has to do with more for like lighting, nighttime lighting, and I cannot get it to work. So I've been reaching out to some YouTube friends for assistance on this. I'm just going through some of the things there. That Hella switch is great. Put another 12 volt socket in there. Then up here I'll show you, this is the one I added. So I got 300 watts of solar panels. Got them wired in parallel with an inline fuse, and I put this little piece of wood up here to help support some of the spaghetti wire. And it worked out pretty good. Alright guys, so next goal is to find a small MPPT solar charge controller to maximize my power flow. And I want the load output to work like a voltage switch. Turns on at 12.6 or whatever, then shuts off at 12.2. So, alright guys, hey, thanks for watching, and hope you enjoyed this video. I hope this helped out the next guy. And we'll see you on the next video.